The sun is a hole in the sky theory proposes that our sun is not a star, but an opening to another dimension or realm beyond our universe. Proponents argue that the intense light and heat we perceive as sunlight is actually energy pouring through this interdimensional portal. Some researchers suggest that solar flares and sunspots are evidence of turbulence at the boundary between dimensions. The theory posits that the sun's corona, which is paradoxically hotter than its surface, is explained by it being the edge of the interdimensional opening. Advocates point to ancient mythologies that depict the sun as a gateway or eye in the sky as cultural memories of this cosmic truth. Some believers claim that advanced civilizations use the sun as a means of interstellar or interdimensional travel. The theory incorporates ideas from plasma cosmology, suggesting that the sun's behavior is better explained by electromagnetic phenomena than by nuclear fusion. Proponents believe that understanding the true nature of the sun could revolutionize our approach to energy production and space exploration. Some researchers argue that the cyclical nature of solar activity is related to events or influences from the other side of the portal. Advocates suggest that certain unexplained phenomena, like solar neutrino fluctuations, support the idea of the sun as an interdimensional anomaly. The theory proposes that other stars might also be holes, forming a network of gateways throughout the universe. The theory of chaos proposes that the world operates without any centralized control or overarching plan, driven instead by random events and complex interactions. Proponents argue that seemingly organized systems and events are actually the result of countless unpredictable factors converging by chance. Some researchers point to mathematical models of chaos theory as evidence that simple rules can produce highly complex and seemingly purposeful outcomes. The theory suggests that conspiracy theories and beliefs in hidden controllers are human attempts to impose order on an inherently chaotic reality. Advocates argue that the unpredictability of weather systems, stock markets, and social trends demonstrate the chaotic nature of the world. Some believers claim that accepting the chaotic nature of reality can lead to greater personal freedom and reduced anxiety about global events. The theory incorporates ideas from quantum mechanics, proposing that fundamental randomness at the quantum level scales up to affect macroscopic events. Proponents believe that understanding chaos theory could lead to better predictive models in fields like ecology, economics, and social sciences. Some researchers suggest that the emergence of order and patterns in nature are self-organizing properties of chaotic systems, not evidence of design. Advocates argue that the theory explains the failure of centralized planning and control in various contexts throughout history. The theory proposes that human free will and creativity emerge from the chaotic interactions of neurons in the brain, rather than from a central controlling force. Theosophist geology proposes that Earth's geological history is intertwined with spiritual and metaphysical evolution. Proponents argue that the planet's physical development occurs in 7 cyclical stages called rounds, each associated with different levels of spiritual consciousness. Some researchers claim that ancient lost continents like Lemuria and Atlantis existed during specific rounds, explaining certain anomalies in the fossil record. The theory suggests that major geological events, such as the formation of mountain ranges or the movement of continents, are physical manifestations of spiritual shifts. Advocates point to the discovery of submerged land masses like Zealandia as potential evidence for the existence of lost continents described in theosophical texts. Some believers argue that crystals and gemstones hold spiritual energy from past rounds, influencing Earth's current geological processes. The theory incorporates ideas from both Eastern and Western esoteric traditions, attempting to create a unified spiritual scientific worldview. Proponents believe that understanding theosophist geology could lead to new insights in climate change, natural disaster prediction, and resource management. Some researchers suggest that unexplained geological phenomena, like magnetic field reversals, are better explained by the spiritual cycles described in theosophy. Advocates argue that the theory offers a more holistic understanding of Earth's history, integrating physical, biological, and consciousness evolution. The theory proposes that humanity's current stage of development corresponds to a specific geological era, with future spiritual evolution reflected in coming Earth changes. There are artificial humans under the Denver airport theory suggests that a secret underground facility beneath Denver International Airport houses a program for creating and maintaining synthetic human beings. Proponents argue that the airport's unusual architecture, controversial murals, and alleged underground tunnels are evidence of hidden operations. Some researchers claim that the facility uses advanced technology to produce artificial humans for various covert purposes, including espionage and population control. The theory points to the airport's abnormally large size and cost overruns during construction as indicators of extensive subterranean development. Advocates cite reports of strange noises, unexplained vibrations, and restricted areas within the airport as signs of concealed activities. Some believers argue that the airport's remote location was chosen specifically to isolate the artificial human program from public scrutiny. The theory incorporates ideas from transhumanism and artificial intelligence research, suggesting that the facility represents a breakthrough in synthetic biology. Proponents believe that studying these artificial humans could lead to advancements in medical science, particularly in organ transplantation and disease resistance. Some researchers suggest that the program is part of a larger plan to create a more controllable and predictable human population. Advocates argue that certain world leaders or influential figures may actually be artificial humans produced in this facility. The theory proposes that the Denver airport serves as a hub for distributing these artificial humans to various locations around the world. Thetis Lake monster sightings refer to reported encounters with a reptilian humanoid creature in Thetis Lake, British Columbia, Canada. Witnesses describe a scaly, fish-like being with a humanoid form, standing around 5 feet tall, with a pointed head and sharp fins on its skull. The first reported sighting occurred in 1972, when 2 teenagers claimed to be chased from the lake by the creature. Proponents argue that the consistency of descriptions across multiple sightings suggests the presence of an unknown species in the lake. Some researchers link the Thetis Lake monster to cryptozoological theories about surviving populations of prehistoric reptiles. The creature's reported appearance bears similarities to the gill man from the 1954 film Creature from the Black Lagoon, leading some to speculate about life imitating art. Local indigenous folklore contains stories of similar aquatic beings, which some cite as historical evidence for the creature's existence. Advocates point to the lake's isolated location and depth as factors that could potentially harbor an undiscovered species. Some believers suggest that the creature might be able to transition between water and land, explaining its humanoid characteristics. The theory incorporates ideas about parallel evolution, proposing that a reptilian species could have independently developed human-like traits. Researchers have conducted sonar surveys and underwater camera studies of the lake, though no conclusive evidence of the creature has been found. The third hemisphere of the brain theory proposes the existence of an undiscovered region in the human brain that governs higher cognitive functions and extrasensory abilities. Proponents argue that this hemisphere operates on quantum principles, allowing for phenomena like telepathy, precognition, and remote viewing. Some researchers claim that the third hemisphere exists in a higher dimensional space, intersecting with our three-dimensional reality only under specific conditions. The theory suggests that certain individuals can access this hemisphere through meditation, psychedelic experiences, or spontaneous activation. Advocates point to unexplained neurological phenomena and cases of acquired savant syndrome as potential evidence for the third hemisphere's existence. Some believers argue that ancient civilizations were aware of this brain region and developed techniques to harness its power. The theory incorporates ideas from quantum consciousness studies, proposing that the third hemisphere acts as an interface between mind and the quantum realm. Proponents believe that fully activating the third hemisphere could lead to exponential increases in human intelligence and perception. Some researchers suggest that certain animals, like dolphins or elephants, may have more developed third hemispheres, explaining their apparent intelligence and empathy. Advocates argue that understanding and accessing the third hemisphere could revolutionize fields like education, mental health treatment, and technological innovation. The theory proposes that as humanity evolves, the third hemisphere will become more prominent, leading to a new stage in human consciousness and capabilities. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. The left link takes you to more clips like this. The right link takes you to the full episodes these are from. Thanks for watching.